The primary coolant lines are ruptured. Commander Vraxel's mandibles clicked in absolute terror. The dreadnought's core was exactly 90 seconds from a thermonuclear meltdown. Around him, the elite engineering cast of the Xanthari Empire scrambled. They frantically tapped at holographic interfaces, trying to reboot the magnetic containment field. It was elegant. It was mathematically perfect. And it was completely fried. In the corner of the deck, Chief Engineer Elias Thorne wiped thick black grease from his hands with a ragged towel. He didn't look at the glowing holograms. He looked at the analog pressure gauge. Vraxel, Thorne said, his deep voice cutting straight through the alien panic. Cut the magnetic field. Give me manual override on the secondary vent. Vraxel stared at the human like he was insane. The secondary vent is a physical failsafe. It requires a kinetic sequence. We need to recalibrate the quantum sensors before we can. Quantum sensors don't work when they're melting, Thorne muttered, grabbing a heavy half-meter tungsten wrench from his tool belt. Physics does. Thorne didn't sprint. He moved with a heavy, deliberate purpose, a trait unique to a species that evolved on a high-gravity death world. He reached the manual release valve, a massive, mechanical wheel the aliens considered an archaic joke. The heat radiating from the bulkhead was blistering, warping the air itself. The Xanthari engineers watched in stunned, horrified silence. A biological creature was willingly exposing itself to 180 degrees Celsius. Ambient temperatures. Thorne jammed the thick wrench into the spokes of the wheel for leverage. He planted his heavy boots on the grated deck, his muscles straining against the immense, volatile pressure built up behind the valve. With a guttural grunt, he threw his entire body weight into the lever. Metal shrieked. A deafening hiss echoed through the massive chamber as the rusted valve broke free. Superheated vapor blasted out into the vacuum of space, bypassing the shattered magnetic containment entirely. The blaring core temperature alarms instantly silenced. Vraxel blinked his 4 eyes, staring at the raw, primitive display of sheer mechanical force. How did you calculate the exact thermal variance without the ship's AI? Thorne picked up his wrench, wiping the sweat from his brow. I didn't calculate anything, Commander, Thorne said, turning back to his toolbox. I just opened a window.